Hello everyone, welcome to watch this episode. I'm going to talk something about things to do in Hong Kong. Before I give you the information, actually I make a list about top things you can do in Hong Kong, all of the detailed information, some helpful advice, and something you also need to notice before you go there. I'm going to tell you very soon. I also want to explain something about my feeling and my husband's feeling towards this city. We have to say our favorite city in the world, definitely that is Hong Kong. We've both been there hundreds of times. I before was traveling with my groups there, usually 3 times of a year at least. And my husband, he's been doing so many business trips there. And we both also take some, private trips, just ourselves to be there, spending some time shopping, visiting, hiking, everything. This is a city quite modern with beautiful architecture, beautiful scenery, and the culture is just a big combination mingled with Chinese and the British, before handover 1997, used to be the colonial place, belonged to British government. So it's definitely a big combination for this city's culture for everything. And the cuisine, the food is just delicious. And everything is so convenient for possible, the transportation, those things, and shopping is definitely is excellent place for to shop. Everything is, we call it shopping paradise. Because it's a tax-free harbor. So to the mainland people from China, is actually a lot of things cheaper than mainland China, I have to say. And other things like, for instance, like my husband loves to collecting those very expensive good watches. They don't believe it. Compared with so many places, the watches either from Europe price or American price, actually the watch, if you want to buy, Hong Kong will be the cheapest place. The most decent place for to get it with the best price. But anyway, today I'm going to talk about what you can do in Hong Kong. I make a list around the 9 things to do. Number 1, I'm going to talk is about Victoria Peak. Victoria Peak is located, of course, on top of Hong Kong Island. Actually, maybe you haven't known that Hong Kong has totally about 238 islands. So the main things you're going to spend quality time definitely will be Hong Kong Island, Kowloon side, or maybe New Territory, something like that. But other small island is actually spreading out. And a lot of people are doing hiking things on those small islands. Don't worry, next thing I'm going to talk about that. So anyway, Victoria Peak. How to go there, you may ask me. You can take a public subway to Central Station. After you get out from Central Station, you need to exit out yourself from J2, J for Jack. And when you come out from that J2 exit, you can see the Bank of China building with, that kind of triangle sign, design on it. And after you see that Bank of China head for that direction, then you can find a small church. And from the church across the street, you can find the tram station. So from there, you take tram all the way to the top of the Victoria Peak. The tram actually starts to run from 7 a.m. until midnight will be ended. Will be closed, So for round trip tickets, it's 40 Hong Kong dollar. For the people, for the kids aged between 3 to 11 years old, they only charge you 18 Hong Kong dollar. For people who are above 65 years old, you are going to enjoy also discount ticket, same 18 Hong Kong dollar. Whatever you need to show, just your passport will be good enough. Well, sometimes they also try to sell you like a package tickets. What will be included? Something like the observatory place for you to give a bird's eye view of everything. I don't truly think you need to buy that package at all. Because if you go there in the evening time to appreciate view, with the lights of the whole building, of the whole island. There's another place, my husband found it, that is Burger King, outside Burger King balcony, that is also a good angle for you to appreciate view without paying for anything extra. There are also a bunch of good restaurants located on top of the Victoria Peak. So that means you can easily visit there, spend some time, enjoy lunch or dinner there. I do have some recommendation for the restaurant top of the Victoria Peak I would like to introduce to you. The first one called Pearl on the Peak. It's a great place for you to have a date or some business meeting some people. It's excellent. And second place I want to recommend to you guys, that is Baba Gum Shrimp restaurant. It's good for like a family and also dinner, and also to watch the great view of the lights. I mean the laser lights show. I'm going to talk about laser light show later on. And third one is actually a Japanese restaurant. My husband's also favorite one. He loves this one so much. He just really very much into Japanese food. The name of the restaurant is Kyohachi Japanese Restaurant. And the fourth one is, if you want to try some Hong Kong food, there's also a good restaurant I recommend. I like it a lot. That is Tianyi Chinese Restaurant. And anyway, don't worry, I'm going to leave those Chinese restaurants name and also some website later on I'm going to mention down below, so you can check it for that. Well, something also about the tram and also the peak information. Actually, they have a very good website about the peak information. It's www.thepeak.com.hk. So you can check all of the detailed information about the peak. Well, second place I recommend to go, that is Stanley Market. Well, Stanley Market is located at the backside of the Hong Kong island. Well, that is one of the markets in Hong Kong. Actually, they also have other markets you can go to visit into different locations actually. For instance, like a Ladies Market, which is the front side of the Hong Kong island, and also Jade Market, which is located actually on the Kowloon side. You may ask me which market is the best choice. Let me share some story with you. For instance, like I've been working in tourism industry for 10 years, but every single trip from Hong Kong, the reviews, the questionnaires from my customers, I can tell you the answers towards the Stanley Market and other markets will be so different. Some people will love Stanley Market most. Some people will not like it and say Jade Market better or Lady Market better. But honestly, in my eyes, they're more or less similar because they all sell something like, some knick-knack things like a small decoration or Chinese small paintings, souvenir stuff, or some knockoff clothes, t-shirts, those things. So I have to say, it truly depends on different feeling and from different people. They more or less sell similar things, I have to say. I highly suggest you, if you do not plan to go to Stanley Market, particularly by itself, you can just go to Lady Market or Jade Market. Really, depends on where you stay. I mean the hotel location. Well, Stanley Market, besides you can shopping there, actually they also have a lot of other things you can do. Well, for instance, they have a nice beach. You can go there to swim. They also have dressing room, shower place, just like in US. So you can just fresh up yourself. Actually, another place maybe a lot of people do not know. I actually got this information from one of my friend. He lives in Hong Kong for a long time. He usually goes there with a lot of foreign guys together. That is Stanley Market. There's a bar street area. There are so many bars at backside of Stanley Market with a gorgeous view of the ocean. Another thing why there are so many foreign people there, because my friend told me, because the drink, the alcohol there are the cheapest one compared to other bars in other parts of Hong Kong Island or Kowloon side. So that's the reason why people love going there. So usually, if you purchase like a half-day tour to explore Hong Kong, the tour guide will also bring you there, but usually a tour group will give you a limited time. You definitely do not have enough time to go to the bar place. Usually they will at most give you 1 hour for you to walk around, explore everything. But if you want to go there by yourself, definitely there is. You can take a bus number 6, 6A, 6X, you can go there. But another thing I need to mention to you guys, because I got very serious motion sickness, and if you want to take a bus or any way transportation to Stanley Market, you have to take the bus like going around this mountain winding roads all the way down and up, something like that. Well, the third thing you can do in Hong Kong, definitely that is hiking on islands. I don't mean Hong Kong Island, I mean other small islands. Then you can take actually a boat to other islands. Well, there's an excellent website I do recommend to all of you guys. This is so far I found the best one. The name is oistrek.com, oasistrek.com. So, because in Hong Kong there are so many beautiful sceneries and so many beautiful islands, and people from Hong Kong also love hiking so much. And this website particularly to tell you all of the details or possible available for people hiking on those islands, their picture of different islands, information, track, how long for the track, and what you can explore there. Well, so many detailed things. Well, my husband and I actually we explored and tried one time Hong Kong for hiking on island that is Llama Island. We took a boat from the Hong Kong Island, the main island, to the Llama Island. Well, I do want to share some story about that island because that is also the most popular one, and that is also the closest one. You take a boat from the main island to Llama Island is actually only about 30 minutes, something like that. And the boat tickets is not expensive, it's only 20 Hong Kong dollars. But the thing also I need to remind you guys that the ocean side there is truly very much wavering. So I got motion sick on the boat again, seasick again. Anyway, they have those kind of vomit bag on the boat. It's also convenient. Well, we took a boat actually in the morning time from the Hong Kong Island to the Llama Island, and we spent almost a whole day there. The hiking there on Llama Island actually totally the track. The length of the track actually is about 9 kilometers long. We actually did the one-way walking, not really a round trip. You can do both either way. One-way walking is costs us about 3.5 hours there. You do need to prepare something like sunblock. You need to bring enough water, or you also can purchase bottles of water right at the port side. I truly need to remind you guys, because you know what, like last time we were there, we didn't prepare enough water, and I thought along the whole way you could always find a small place to buy water. Actually, no. Whenever you left from the main port area, start your hiking things, well, it's about an hour later you could find a place for you to buy water. There's no like convenience store along the way. There's no even those machine things you can help yourself. No. So last September we were there. It's so hot, so humid. I thought I would die of exhaustion, something like that. Anyway, you usually need to get sunblock and enough water, and then you can start your hiking things, no problem. Besides that, actually on the boat, I ran into some Russian couples. I saw them, possibly they just landing in Hong Kong that day. They put their big checking suitcases, and then I realized there are some real estate places to try to rent out the local homes to people. So I believe those couples would like to spend a couple of weeks maybe there on top of the island. Well, any of you are interested in doing that, I believe you can try it too, and should be also a very good experience. Well, at each port, actually they have 2 ports on this Llama Island. They all have delicious seafood restaurants. If you talk and check with any of the local Hong Kong people where's the place to get the best seafood, they definitely will tell you we local Hong Kong people, we always go boating to different islands, remote islands, to village, and then to have seafood there. Number 1 is fresh. Number 2 is cheaper price compared with the restaurant in Kowloon or Hong Kong Island. So they also have something like a combo menu list. So like a 200 Hong Kong dollar for 2 of you. I believe it's good enough. So my husband and I, we tried that one. Some seafood. They give you know different kinds of like shrimp, like fish, some vegetable. It's actually excellent. Well, that's something about Hong Kong hiking, and you can check about that website for other islands besides the Llama Island. So next thing I'm going to talk is about Disneyland and Ocean Park. Actually, Disneyland, I do have another video talking about Disneyland. So if you are looking for any detailed information, please check that Disneyland. And also same for Ocean Park. I have a separate episode talking about Ocean Park. But just want you to know some difference about Disneyland and Ocean Park. Well, number one, I have to say, any of you have been to the US Disneyland, you may feel a little bit disappointed to Disneyland in Hong Kong, because I have to say that it's smallest one in the world. So that means within one day, you definitely can spend, to visit all of the theme parks. Well, they've built up some new theme park, make it a little bit bigger, but whatever, I still believe you can finish it within one day. And the price of tickets is around 350 to 400 Hong Kong dollars, something like that per person. And another thing that is they have beautiful firework show at the end of the day. That is definitely worthwhile of visiting. They have more rides for the kids, not really for the adults. If you're looking for some adventure roller coaster rides, I think will be really disappointed to you, because my husband, he loves that style, I know. And Ocean Park, what is specialty? Number one, definitely is the Panda Bear. So in Hong Kong, only in Ocean Park you can find Panda Bear. They are truly adorable. If you are looking for Panda Bear, definitely that is a place. And Ocean Park, they have better rides, for adults compared with Disneyland. So the price ticket is similar like Disneyland. It's located on top of the Hong Kong Island. I'm going to talk about Ocean Park in another separate episode to you guys. Next thing, you can't miss, definitely that is the evening laser light show. Well, it actually plays every single evening, starts at 8 p.m. The whole show lasts about 15 minutes. There are a bunch of things, bunch of places you can appreciate the laser light show. But I have to say, it's really awesome things to appreciate, because the lights of the architecture of the building on top of the Hong Kong Island and also the Kowloon side, they will change and play around together, accompanied with the symphony of the music. Actually, it's also been listed in Guinness World's largest permanent light and sound show. Well, I have to say the highlights will be the buildings on top of Hong Kong Island. So that means from Kowloon side will be a better place for you to appreciate the whole thing, right? Number one place I recommend you to appreciate show that is named as Avenue of Star. So it's right in front of the Continental Hotel Kowloon side. That is the best view angle, right in the middle. You can appreciate everything. Well, the whole show actually involves with 40 buildings on both sides. So once again, Hong Kong side got most of the buildings. Well, the second place I recommend you to appreciate that is named as ICC building on Kowloon side. On the 118th floor, the lobby, that is a place you can appreciate everything. They won't charge you a fee, but you can now hear the music. The third place definitely is on top of Victoria Peak, but the same thing, no music you can really hear. That is definitely a gorgeous place, to give a bird's eye view of the whole view. The whole city views with lights is gorgeous, I have to say. Those are three places I recommend you to appreciate the view. Well, next thing, I'm going to talk something about the nightlife in Hong Kong. Well, if this is the very first time for you to be in Hong Kong and you want to spend some lifetime in a nice bar or something like that, first place I'm going to recommend you that is Lan Kwai Fong Bar Street, which is located on top of Hong Kong Island. That is the street and block area with a lot of open door bars and restaurants. You can see a lot of local couples and young people to hang out there, spending time with their friends. It's also a neat place for you to experience about those bar restaurants. If you're looking for some very good place, elegant place and modern place, definitely this is a restaurant I'm going to recommend to you. It's a restaurant and a bar together. The name of it is Aqua, A-Q-U-A. It's located on the 29th floor of number 1 building along Beijing Road, or you also call it Peking Road. How much? Well, average speaking is about 300 Hong Kong dollar to 500 Hong Kong dollar per person, because it depends on how much drink you want to order, or you want a full dinner meal, something like that. But generally speaking, it's about 300 to 500 Hong Kong dollar per person. Well, I recommend this restaurant to many of my passengers and couples in my group. They all love this place, and they all love the whole designing of the restaurant. Is so modern, and the gorgeous view to appreciate the whole island is beautiful. Well, if you want to save money, definitely I also have some good place for you to go. I mean, for you to enjoy. I mean, just you want to sit outdoors, maybe enjoy some wine or beer or something like that. Two places, save your money. You can simply go to the grocery store, buy bottles of wine or beer or whatever the drink you want. Then you can go to number one place is Shangri-La Hotel on Hong Kong on Kowloon side. Right at the back side of the ocean, behind it, that is the Hong Kong Kowloon Shangri-La, and there are so many places you can sit down there at a bench, and then you can enjoy the view of the Hong Kong island, and also enjoy your drink. Another thing that is behind you across the street, there's a jazz bar. That means you're sitting down there, drink your own drink, and enjoy the live music. Another place that is also on Hong Kong Kowloon side, not far away from the Shangri-La Hotel, there is another hotel named as Hotel Panorama, Panorama. Take the elevator to the 38th floor. They also have like a balcony, open door, windowless balcony. Then you can sit down there, enjoy the view to have yourself a drink. Those two are definitely the places you can save money. Well, next thing I'm going to talk, maybe you may ask me something about the restaurant recommendation and also shopping things, because I have so many restaurants and shopping things details. So again, I'm going to put that in another episode video for you guys. Something you also can enjoy, that is concert, because Hong Kong, they have so many entertainment concerts, and so many foreign stars also go there to hold their concert. For instance, like last year, Lady Gaga went to Asia, the first time concert there. She held her very first, Asian concert in Hong Kong. Luckily, my husband and I, we both were on the business trip in Hong Kong, so we went there. And there's a website I would like to share with you guys. If you want to go to any of those concerts, you can get some good price tickets. The website name is damai.cn. Like the Lady Gaga one, we got a very good price actually. Next thing that is, you may look for some film cinema plays. Yes, and Hong Kong, the film cinema is very good environment and similar like the one in US. And they also have a lot of the latest films. Whenever there's new films released in America, in Hong Kong will be very soon to be released too. So there's a good cinema I recommend you guys. That is inside of the building of I Square on Kowloon side. And once again, there's a website you can check about what is the latest movies choices for you guys and what times they are still available to you. That is wmoov.com. Well, the last one, but not the least, right? So is maybe you want to also visit some nearby cities. For instance, like, can I go to Macau? The answer is yes. Well, Macau, you know, is a Portuguese colonial place before 1999. So actually, been as a Portuguese colonial place for more than 500 years. So that is a city also with combination culture, and that is also a city known as like Asian Las Vegas city. There are so many casinos there. Well, if you want to go gambling, that is definitely a good place for you to go there. How to go there from Hong Kong to Macau? Easy. You have two ways. Number one, take helicopter. Helicopter, well, is fast but expensive. It's about 2,000 Hong Kong dollar per person for one trip. The other one, for most of people will do, that is by boat. The boat will last about 60 to 70, about 1 hour to 75 minutes, something like that. And you can actually go there and come back anytime. The price for the ticket is about 124 Hong Kong dollar for daytime, and for evening time is 176 Hong Kong dollar in the evening time. That is one way per person ticket. But one thing I want to remind you guys, usually when you go to Macau, there are so many tickets available, but usually when you try to take the boat back to Hong Kong, especially in the late evening, every single time my experience told me very jammed, so crowded, so many people. Anyway, those are top things I recommend you guys to do in Hong Kong. And if you have any question, please leave it down below in the comments. I will try to respond and answer your question as soon as possible. Besides it, I do have a lot of videos talking about travel information around the whole world. You are very much welcome to watch them. I also have videos talking about the internet business I'm doing, plus cosmetic reviews. So I'm also going to leave my personal blog URL down below. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope my video truly will be informative and helpful enough for your Hong Kong trip.